Yes, indeed. KZ2, race 27, the finale at round 1 for the championship. Ella Stevens goes from pole position. Tom Adams starts alongside. Miles Murphy and Charlie Turner go from the second row with Derek Morgan and Josh Price. Hopefully that kart stays intact.
Lee Ward and Joe Charlton go from row number 4, Dan McEwen and Morgan Porter on row 5, Ashley Lewis and Nat Thomas on row 6.
Row number 7 will see Hannah Lang and Ryan Green, the privateer driver, alongside. James Glenister and Charlie Cole had a good day earlier on. It's all gone wrong later on, with Charlie Cole's having an engine problem, and the same with James Glenister. They go from row 8. Greg Caton and Sam Ward potentially could be out on circuit. I'm looking at my timing screen.
I think not. Oh dear,
Oh,
Charlie Cole. The engine is still not working. James Glenister also slow away, although if he's got a new engine in that kart, then he's got to bed that in. So we could be down. We've not got Sam Ward. We've not got Greg Caton. At the moment, we don't have Charlie Cole. Yes, we do. So we will get a full complement of drivers. A quick question coming in, Nick Meister. Am I coming out for the next Dubai O plate? Yes, I am. Unlucky. You got to put up with me again at the Dubai Auto. Hello to everybody at Al Ain Raceway, Guy Sheffield and his team, and to David Bright at the Dubai Autodrome.
Do let me know if you need a hand with that one. I'd like to work on my tan.
Well, Mr. Bright, consider yourself hired as long as we can find the pennies.
Yes. There we go. James Close, is he okay?
I don't think he is. He's starting at the back.
Yeah.
Now, of course, these KZ2 engines, you can't just bolt a new engine on and then give it the beans.
They're going around again as well.
Yes, that's going to help. You have to. These are very delicate pieces of equipment.
Yes.
And you can't just give it the beans. Now, good luck to Tristan Powell. We'll see Tristan later on. Nathan Guzzi. Do you know something? I've got the statistics book. It would help. Yes, of course. Jessica White.
Yes.
She won the
final.
How
did you forget that one?
It was the best race.
It was the best race.
It's the most viewed clip on Alpha Live, about 250,000 people. Well, do you know? Okay, Nathan and audience, you catch my drift. This is a very significant
There's not
race.
many.
There's not many, and we keep pushing for more women in motorsport. And you know, this is one of the only sports. The go-kart does not know if it's a man or a woman, a boy or a girl driving it.
To make you feel better, when was the last time a female won a British Kart Championship round in KZ2?
Never. I got that bit right. Les Latham, thank you for the information online. Hope you're doing well, sir. Oh, right. Now I've been corrected by all our audience and my co-commentator and the 7 Micromax children in the paddock. They're also wrong. It's about time I retired, isn't it?
No, never.
This is still an important, significant, potentially significant race.
Yes.
Not because of what's going to happen, because of look at the drivers in the race. Oh boy, Tom Adams, it's going to be his 18th birthday in a couple of days' time, and we're going to have an early birthday present for Tom in the number 3 kart. I love the way they just sit with their hands on. Someone's out of position. That'll be Miles Murphy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck lifting the back of one of these KZ2 karts, Mr. Marshall. Right. Lights are out. Off we go.
Great start then from from Tom Adams, who gets away very, very well, holds on to the race lead down in towards turn 1. Concertina effect comes into play here as all 3 of them just try and fight for that inside line. Everyone gets through Stowe well. Everyone gets through the Willows well. Down the back straight in towards Dan Weldon, and Tom Adams leads the way well. Charlie Turner there in 3rd place. Ella Stevens holds on to 2nd as they make their way round. Ellie dives down the inside here in towards Kestrel Corner. No, everyone thinks against it as the first lap nears completion. Adams leads the way, but now it's starting to kick off for 3rd place as Charlie Turner under pressure here as Ella Stevens gets nerfed out of the way, and she's down 3, maybe 4 positions here in this final.
And the rest of the KZ2 drivers know that Ella Stevens has had the edge in terms of pace all weekend. They are not going to give her an inch if they could possibly help it, because they think if she gets clear track in front of her, she could go. It's safe to say, to quote the legendary, the late great Sid Waddell, the KZ2 drivers wouldn't give Ella Stevens. Oh, and there's a problem there. That's Lee Ward into Miles Murphy, and that's the 3rd crash of the weekend for Miles Murphy. I say the rest of KZ2 field, they wouldn't give Ella Stevens a drip of sweat off their forehead as she was dying of thirst. they are going to make it very, very hard because they know how quick that number 28 Jade Kart is.
Well, already drama, 2 drivers out of this one. Lee Ward, Miles Murphy now down at the back of the grid. Nat Thomas leading up the rest of the field from Hannah Lang. Charlie Cole just in 12th place from James Glenister on that recovery drive from Ryan Green. Ashley Lewis, Morgan Porter. And, well, at the moment, the battle for the lead still very much raging on. Charlie Turner, who won the championship here, remember, last year in September at Kimbolton, now finds himself leading the race as he goes down the inside at turn number 1. And Josh Price tries to get the move done as well, and Tom Adams can't do it. And he slots back into 3rd place. And now the whole field just slots into position. Joe Charlton, much better off in this final, up into P4.
Started the pre-final last, got himself up to 8th. And has now already gained 4 more places in that number 51, the Energy chassis, as Price looks to the inside of Adams going into Kestrel corner. Adams holds him off. Stevens there in 5th position. Joe Charlton, the 2020 British champion. Closing in on the podium. There's that shot. Oh. What was that line that Guy Martin said? Fast enough to suck a rabbit out of a hedge. That was an Isle of Man TT reference, in case you were wondering. Boys and girls. Oh, Price isn't giving up. Yeah, the Moore racing team, and you know the entire Moore family, the ones that aren't here in the paddock, are watching back home. Josh Price has not had a podium finish. A couple of years ago, he was Jason Plato's teammate, the British Touring Car Championship. And Charlie Turner and Tom Adams are like, we care not one jot. We are the kings of this castle. As we go through the willows on lap number 5, Charlie Cole.
Despite the teething issues.
Yes, well, the teething issue or lack of teeth that were left on the sprocket of the car when the engine went wang.
How did it go again?
Wang.
Thank you. Yeah, fastest lap of the race.
Like a strangled cat.
Great,
the whole field. Ryan Green, privateer driver on that the DR kart, the Danielo Rossi chassis. He has been in and around this sport for a long time. He's finally made it up into the main class, running in 12th, just ahead of Hannah Lang. Nat Thomas. Ella Stevens makes a move, and that is, she had dropped back behind Derek Morgan, so Ella back into the 5th position. Someone saying there from the Isle of Man. Congratulations, well done. Someone's got to be. The Peel Grand Prix. Ooh, look it up. That was some proper racing. Street circuit at Peel.
Was that karting?
Karting.
Yeah,
oh, yes.
I think I've seen some footage of that one.
Oh, you would have.
Absolutely terrifying it looked.
And it was.
I think they need to bring that back.
Yes. It stopped in 2003 after there was a couple of nasty accidents.
Oh, well, I can imagine, yes.
Oh dear, that is not the greatest advert for Demon Tweaks, I've got to say. Well, at least Miles at the DC, he's thinking of the sponsors, always thinking of the sponsors. I'm going to park my broken go-kart in front of them.
Product placement is key.
Now, Josh Price is on a mission. Here we go. Now, we've talked about how unlucky Josh Price is. Let's not put the curse of the commentator on him, even though I sort of just have. He's driving superbly. And will he make the move? Charlie Turner, another 35.37 for Charlie Turner, for Charlie Cole, and that puts Cole up into P11.
Yeah, so Cole working hard out there at the moment. Back with your race leaders, and it's just absolutely line of stern here between the 3 of them, Turner, Price and Adams. And really, Charlton's there in P4 with that nice little buffer between the 2 of them, ready to pick up any pieces that may
fall his way.
Yeah.
Motorsport Magpie asked, who's the oldest driver to ever compete in the British Championships? I don't know the modern era of the British Championships. I do remember Bobby Game when he was about 46 years old, racing in KGP back in about 2014, 2015. But I'm sure there's been older back in the day, long before even my time. But certainly there's... you've stumped me. But then again, I get stumped even if I've got the answer in front of me because I'm not the brightest spark in the plug.
Yeah. Here we go then. 9 minutes to go plus 1 lap. And as you see, the drivers again just trying to get themselves done. Just so quick.
And that's when they're braking for Stoke Corner.
That's in the braking zone.
The camera crew here at Alpha Life, they're doing a fantastic job, I have to say. Joe Charlton is now ahead of Ella Stevens. Well, he's still ahead. Ella Stevens tried to close in.
Oh,
Morgan Porter.
Now, is that a breakdown? I think it is, to be honest.
Yep, it's a stoppage, and it's happened halfway down the Amitsu straight. You can see Lee Ward and Miles Murphy watching from that marshal post there. Josh Price. So, well, we've got 2 out of the 3 more racing karts no longer in this race. The only surviving more racing entry is about 3 inches off race leader Charlie Turner's rear bumper. There he is, Josh Price. Kart 27. Charlie Turner driving defensively, not pulling away.
Yeah, I think, yeah, he's trying to really put that kart in a position where Price is going to try and go for a move, but Price unable to actually get it done. Let's watch them down the Yamitsu straight here, because I think last time when I looked out the commentary box window, I thought Price had actually tried to go for the move in towards Dan Weldon corner, and no, not this time, stays behind.
Turner is just, there's very little room to make a move there, but when I watch Turner, so coming into Kimbolton corner now, look how close he goes to the inside line. He's driving defensively. That is doing 2 things. Number 1, obviously, it's protecting his own position.
Yeah.
Number 2, it's keeping Tom Adams in 3rd place right in the thick of the battle, which is making Josh Price think twice about moving offline to make a bit of a more audacious lunge on the race leader. The top 7 are separated by less than 2 seconds. Here's Ella Stevens. Almost like, it's like they talk about in Formula 1, it's like a DRS train.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. You've got Joe Charlton in 4th. Here comes Ella Stevens was having a look at Joe Charlton. Joe Charlton hanging on to P4. Stevens in 5th. Glenister up to 6th. And Derek Morgan in 7th. Charlie Cole from the back of the grid to 8th is 2.1 seconds off the lead, and his teammate Dan McEwen is 9th, 2.6 seconds off the lead. There's Stevens to the inside. Okay, Ella Stevens now up into P4. Joe Charlton has to now defend against James Glenister, and look at the way that Stevens is pulling away. We've got 6 minutes to go, plenty of time, Anthony Jordan.
Yes, indeed, plenty of time. That gap, we'll see it as they cross the line. 1.6 seconds when they broke the last timing beam. Let's see what it will be when they next cross the start-finish line as this battle here. There's Charlie Cole up into P8 now as he sizes his way through the field. Still with that fastest lap of the race. It's now 1.5 seconds, so that gap is ever increasing and closing between Stevens and Tom Adams. Keep an eye on it, because visibly out the window, look at that, about 15 kart lengths.
Yep.
Ella Stevens has opened up already at the space of 1 lap.
Yes, indeed. So let's look at the lap times. Last time around, Charlie Turner 35.5, Price 35.5, Adams 35.39. Ella Stevens, as well as making the moves, a 35.4. Now let's look again. It's a 35.5 for the top 3. It's a 35.2 for Ella Stevens. 0.3 of a second quicker than the trio of karts in front of her. The Maranello chassis of Charlie Turner. The Birrell ART, the KR, the Kart Republic chassis of Josh Price. Then another Maranello of Tom Adams, and then the Birrell ART of that young lady there, Ella Stevens.
Well, let's see what happens. Still just under 5 minutes to go, plus 1 lap. And you saw how difficult it was to get past Joe Charlton earlier on.
New fastest lap, sorry, Anthony, 35.16. Guess who?
Ella Stevens.
Correct.
There it is on your screens. So she's working very, very well out there, and it's latched on.
Charlton.
And, oh, dear me.
Charlton
another mechanical.
Has stopped the mechanical issue. Oh, that's going to promote Glenister into 5th. It's going to promote Morgan to 6th, Cole to 7th, McEwen to 8th, Green to 9th, Ashley Lewis to 10th, Hannah Lang to 11th, Nat Thomas up into 12th. Ella Stevens has caught Tom Adams. Now, will she go for the move?
Well, let's see, down in towards Stowe Corner, and no, not able to get it done. Everyone now is just holding that middle racing line. There is Joe Charlton just going in front of the shot there. Adams checks over the shoulder now, sees Stevens is there, goes defensive slightly in towards Dan Weldon Corner. Stevens not able to do anything about that one. Of course, she's got the momentum here now. She doesn't want to lose that momentum now. She wants to maintain it and instantly try and get past. But at the moment, they're making that very, very difficult. Turner still defending, which means they're not actually losing touch, crucially.
Yeah, but if I was Charlie, now is Charlie Turner's chance to press the go button and like pull away a little bit.
Yeah.
Because Adams is getting caught up, although Price is, sorry, it was Price's chance to make a move. Because Adams is focusing on defending a little bit, and although Adams catches Price very quickly there going down the Amitsu straight. 3 minutes to go, the top 4, and look at, don't count James Glenister out yet.
No, definitely not, because he's right there, and I would say he's actually started to close
there's
it
a
now.
move.
Oh, there it is. Stevens up into third place now, just down the inside there through Kimbolton corner, and is now up onto the top 3 spot of the podium. Charlie Cole once again with the fastest lap of the race. The Jade Racing team sure know how to set up a wagon here, don't they?
Absolutely. Can they set up a win? That's the remaining question. Ella Stevens has got to get past ex-British touring car driver and British Rotax champion back in the day, Josh Price, and current reigning and defending British KZ2 gearbox champion, Charlie Turner. That's all. She's got 2.5 minutes plus 1 lap to do it. But this is why we love karting. It's so close, so competitive. You cannot take your eyes off it for a minute. Charlie Cole, 35.10. He's for a second-year driver. There he is. That driver there, kart number 9, is in electric form. 2, 4, 6 karts within the space of 2.1 seconds after 21.5 laps of racing, and it's not over yet, Anthony.
It's very much not over there. You can see now the pressure coming on and down the inside here in towards Stowe corner, and Stevens gets it done, and Price tries to fight back but can't get it done. 1 minute 40 seconds left on the timer, and now Ella Stevens is back there in P2. She started this race on pole position, got squeezed back into the field as drivers did not want to give her any opportunity to try and break away in this one. And it all comes down to the final few minutes of this race. Turner still leads and has done exactly what he's needed to do, maintain track position, held on to it. It's been a championship drive from Turner, who's used to this sort of position.
Why has Charlie Turner got the number 1 plate on his kart?
Well, exactly.
We're watching why. He has put that kart in the correct place every single corner for every single lap for the last 23.5 laps. Can he hold off Ella Stevens? Ella looks to the inside, going down through the gears into Kestrel corner. This is where Turner has been consistently defensive. Ella gets a good run coming out to the final corner onto the high straight. Turner begins to defend. 30 seconds to go. Ella Stevens trying the crossover move for the race lead. Does she make it? Yes, she does. New leader, Ella Stevens.
Wow, what a move that was. And Turner did everything he could do. Dive to the inside to try and maintain that position. Crucially, that's backed everyone back up now. Price is back into play. Glenister is into play. Who's that just behind? It's Charlie Cole.
Unbelievable. The 2 drivers start at the back of the field. Glenister and Cole are fighting for a place on the podium. Josh Price has driven magnificently. He's got 5 seconds. Next time around, it'll be the last lap board. Price now fighting for his life to stay on the podium. Here comes James Glennis at the inside for P3. Price back to 4th. Cole and Adams has fallen all the way back to 6th position.
Well, the timer strikes 0. Cole's going to try and get the move done here on Price. And I've got to say, Price has done an absolutely fantastic job here in this race. He's still there, P4. This would be probably, what is his best result so far in KZ2?
Well, Josh Price,
yeah,
it would be right up there. Yeah, he hasn't had a podium in KZ2 as far as I'm aware. I'll check my stats in a bit, but I can't take my eyes off this race. We start the final lap. We start lap 26. Ella Stevens stands on the precipice of glory. Down the Amitsu straight, up to the gears, 85, 90, 95 miles an hour. Down through Dan Weldon corner and out. Alice Powell, Abby Pulling and other ladies who have been supporting this young girl's career will be watching, they will be standing, and they will be cheering for Ella Stevens, race winner in the British KZ2 gearbox class as a 16-year-old on her championship debut. And from starting out as a Bambino driver at Landau to the top of the British podium in the Premier class of British karting, the Jade Racing team, Scott Allen, Mark Allen, Ross Allen have done it again, and she has, well, the best of British have thrown all they can at that young lady, and she has emerged with her head and shoulders just above them. Charlie Turner, James Glenister, Josh Price, etc., etc. Game on for 2023. Turner begins his championship defence with a very, very good second place finish, and Josh Price is on the podium for more racing after several years of nothing but trouble. Price is a podium finisher. Glenister from the back of the grid finishes in 4th position. Charlie Cole is 5th. Tom Adams, who celebrates his 18th birthday, finishes in 6th position. Del Boy, Derek Morgan in 7th. Then it's Dan McEwen, Ryan Green, Ashley Lewis, and Hannah Lang. 2 ladies in the top 12. Let's not forget Hannah, who has been a support of this class. She was the fastest lady in British short circuit karting for many years. She has now got some company as well. It is 11th for Hannah and the MK Racing team. Nat Thomas on his debut finishing 12th. Sadly, Miles Murphy, you're seeing on your screen there, walking back, was one of several drivers who failed to finish, alongside Joe Charlton, Morgan Porter, Lee Ward, Greg Caton and Sam Moore. Failed to start. I see Corey Stevens. Fair play to you, Corey. You called the win for Ella halfway through that race. And, you know, there's the spectator stands are now sort of breathing a sigh of relief. The KZ2 contenders have all made their way back to the pits. Now we've got the Rotax contenders up there. I can see in the Sony Kart cap there, the black with the orange logo and the white writing on it. That's Scott Marsh, the reigning junior Rotax Grand Finals winner. There's Mr. Malotti. But, Ella Stevens doesn't like doing interviews. But Anthony Jordan's not going to give her a choice now. She has to, because she's a winner.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, down in Parc Fermé here with our race winner, Ella Stevens. Well, congratulations. We were speaking earlier on in the week. You think, could you come away with a race win? You're thinking, no, there's not a chance. And you go and do a drive like that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I was not expecting to do this well, but after I've finished first in every race, and it's been great. So.
The guys at Jade have certainly given you a fantastic kart to race on, and like you say, starting the season with a bang there. It was a shaky start to the day, though, today with, what was it, a jump start on the line?
Yeah, I got a 5-second penalty in the second heat, but I soon come back from that.
Yeah. Definitely so. I mean, bouncing back is such a strong way of racing, and you came away well in that one. Pole position at the start of the day, race win your first one, obviously penalty, but then coming away with both the pre-final and the final. A solid start to the season. Congratulations. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, my family, my mechanic, Ross, and all the team, Jade, and Alice Powell, because she's here looking after me.
Excellent. Congratulations. Well done, Ella Stevens. Brilliant result. Let's chat to last year's champion who won it here, Charlie Turner. Well, again, a solid result. You led the race for the majority of it, doing exactly what you need to do. It looked tough out there. You constantly had pressure from behind.
Yeah, I gave it everything. We just didn't have the pace to beat Ella this weekend. Congratulations to her. She drove really well her first race, made no mistakes. She caught me by surprise. It was getting towards the end of the race, and 1 minute there was no one behind me. Next thing you know, she's right behind me and had to defend going into the first corner. And she must have got the cut back on me, so I didn't go down in another gear, and I think she got better traction than me, and she just got ahead of me. So, and then by then I was hoping to try and catch her back up again, but she's just so fast.
Very quick indeed. But like you say, it's still been a solid weekend for you. Coming back from last year, you're still fighting for the championship this year. And again, is it something you can get away with again? You're going to fight for it hard?
We'll give it everything, of course, but it's been a great birthday weekend as well, so, yes. So it's been a great weekend, I think. So I'd like to thank Rush Performance for a great comeback in the final. We didn't really have the pace in the heats, but made great progress, so thank you to them. Big thank you to Brian, thank you to Ollie, my mechanic, and my dad for the support this weekend.
No, brilliant result. You shouldn't say happy birthday around me because I might start singing it. No, brilliant. Cheers, Charlie.
Thank you very much, mate.
Excellent. Let's chat to our man in third place who, well, has had quite an up and down weekend, James Glenister. We were talking just very briefly before the cameras came on us, you know, mechanical gremlins, but you fought back on that one and come away with a P3.
Yeah, luckily, well, obviously a 15-minute race helps a lot that you can just sort of pace yourself. But yeah, the competition this year is a hell of a lot closer than last year, so it's a bit more difficult getting through. But yeah, as you can see, I'm probably absolutely shattered. Yeah, and you have to, when you're obviously trying to get through the field, you have to take different lines that you wouldn't want to usually take, and then that overheats the tyres. And probably 5 laps from the end, then I didn't really have any more to probably get Charlie or Ella. So yeah, but they drove fantastic, both of them, especially Ella. She halfway through the race, it's like she flicked a switch and then just got on with it.
Yeah. Got released from the pack behind and then off she went. But, you know, this season, it's a short season, of course, only the 4 rounds. But, like you say, it's a very challenging one. Lots to happen. Are we still looking forward for the rest of the season?
Oh, no, definitely, yeah. Glanny Gore's next. I had a bit of a bad round there last year, so hopefully I can sort of redeem myself this year, next month there.
When you get a corner called Devil's Elbow, it's certainly a track that plays well. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, Brian Rush for the engines and obviously the setting up everything for the team basically. He does a fantastic job. Spencer, my mechanic, he's even though we've had gremlins, it's not been his fault this weekend, it's just things that happened. And yeah, my mum and dad for supporting it, basically.
Congratulations. Well done, P3 for James Glenister on that one. Well done. Well, there's plenty more races to go. Stay with us as the next one is coming up very soon. Back to you, Henry.
Our next podium presentation here at Kimbolton for event 2 of the Motorsport UK Wera Tools British Kart Championship is for KZ2, the fastest short circuit karts in the UK. We are so lucky that we have 8 of last year's top 10 back. It is one of the premier grids in the world. Over 27 laps, these drivers are changing gears 22 times per lap. And the final, well, the top 7 drivers separated by less than 5 seconds of what was a fantastic race. Finishing in 3rd position for Rush Performance, last year's vice champion, James Glenister. James having an engine seize in the pre-final, coming from the back of the grid to finish on the podium. The top 2 now, and finishing in 2nd place. He celebrated his birthday earlier in the weekend. He's number 1 in the kart. He was last year's British champion. He's number 2 today. It's Charlie Turner. Charlie, a former British Open champion and member of Team UK. And last year's championship winning team, Rush Performance, the Motorsport UK Team of the Year, celebrating 2 podium finishes here at Kimbolton.
Well done, Charlie.
Sorry. But the winner, not only is the winner the youngest driver in the class, this is her first season in KZ2. She drives for the Jade Racing team, one of the most storied families in British karting, and British karting welcomes a new name, a history-making name, to the top of the KZ2 podium, Ella Stevens. I haven't forgotten. We're waiting for the mechanic because Ella's team are one of the most celebrated in karting. Ross Allen and Scott Allen, the people that guided Danny Curl to the 2017 World Karting title, also take their place. Ross is very shy and retiring, why I left him till last. But we are so grateful that we've got families and teams like that in the paddock that are helping the new generation, the next generation of British karting to the very top of the world in our sport. Thank you. Congratulations, your KZ2 podium.
Well done.
Catch up. Right. Just because you've won a final, Ella, don't start dissing the photographer now. Come on. Congratulations, your KZ2 podium.